Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome back to more Let's Play Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. Today we are going to start Part 4, Chapter 4, so let's go ahead and get started. Map commentary.
Prince Kurthnaga tells of the connection between Dayan and the Dragon Tribes. Ranulf reveals the identity of the Black Knight. These revelations send Ike's mind spinning in a whirlpool of confusion and doubt. Ike becomes convinced that the answers to all of his questions lie within the Tower of Guidance, and he is determined to reach the tower at any cost. His group arrives in the Duchy of Tanis, near the Imperial capital. Caught in a sudden downpour, they take shelter in the Duke's deserted villa.
Chapter 4, Revelations. So I actually have a few things I have to announce, but I'll start with that when we get to the actual battle. We should actually be in a very familiar location. If you guys remember a few key names from the last game. Yeah, that's right. This is Oliver's mansion from the last game. You guys remember Oliver? The big, fat lover of beauty? Well, we're currently in his mansion, so how about that? It seems something is bugging Raphael right now. We're being watched. Uh-oh. That doesn't sound very good. Yeah, I guess we will find out soon. For now, though, yeah, we're at the base, so let's see what we can do here. First of all, MVP of the last chapter, I'm going to go ahead and guess and say it's either Jill or Har. Okay, yep, it was Har. I'm not surprised. I knew it was going to be either one of them, because they kind of stole the show in the last chapter, so to speak. Let's see. Info conversations. We only have one, so not very much waiting this time. Valug is a very talkative individual, if you couldn't tell. Also, I believe you don't get this conversation if you don't have Valug in your party, or in this party. So, keep that in mind. So yeah, we get a little history lesson in speech right now. Yay, he can talk. And he's going to give us something as well. Aw, they made friends, and we got an elixir too, so... yeah, that's good. Although for me, I'd probably end up selling it, so it's not going to do me any good. Any supports? Oh, I can actually raise these guys up to A now, which... yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and do that, even though I don't really plan to take either of them in my final team. And, yeah, that's about it, I guess. So, once again, going to take 5, and I'll be back in a little bit. So, yeah, see you guys then. Okay, guys, I am back, and I know I say this a lot, but I actually didn't really do anything. I just, switched 1 or 2 weapons out, weapons that were about to break, and that's really about it. I also gave Ike the Paragon skill, which might seem like a questionable decision, but with the way I have things planned is I want to get Ike up to level 20, but then once he gets there, I don't really want to use him anymore. I want him to be at his most powerful point, so that's why I gave him Paragon, so he could get there really fast. And then, like, since I can't bench him, I am going to kind of keep him at the sidelines a bit, so if he ever needs to come in and assist, he can, but I'm going to try to avoid that as much as possible. I also took off his Nihil skill, because I had to take it off if I wanted to make room for Paragon, but I'll probably slap that back on him later, so don't worry, I didn't, like, sell that or anything. It's in my inventory, so... yeah, that's really about it. Ike also has 2 chest keys, or rather 4 chest keys. The reason he does is because in the bargain bin, you get more olivey grass, and you also get those 2 chest keys. I went ahead and bought them and gave them to Ike because you do have to actually purchase some things in this next chapter. And then I also gave some units 1 quick level up, so I didn't really do that much at all. You could probably tell that just from watching what I did, or just watching when you came back. Anyway, let's go ahead and actually get this battle started. Wow, they're here? I love how Ike's not even, like, surprised. I mean, that's a good quality for Commander to have, but still. I mean, even if I was, like, a good commander, like, just, like, being given the news about, you know, random troops just appearing out of nowhere, like, even though I would expect it, I'd still be kind of, what? Whoa, really? Okay, quickly, get everyone, now, come on, quickly. And he's like, okay, yeah, sure, get everyone. And look who else returns. It's Tormod's group! We haven't seen them since part 1, and they've been just hiding away, not doing anything. What happened to you, musclehead? Oh, Tormod. You're such a funny guy. So yeah. You get Tormod back, and you also get Marum and Vika back as well, obviously. Now, obviously, just from the look at them, these guys suck compared to everyone else we have. Tormod's still level 5 of his 2nd tier, and all of my best units are at their 3rd tier already. Tormod gets very, very disadvantaged in this game. He really does. Considering he missed out on about like 20 chapters worth of battles. Well, no wonder. But yeah, anyway, Tormod is back. If you really, really, really want to use Tormod, one thing you could do is give him the Paragon skill, because you can actually return to the base now and then, like, you know, buff him up with experience, or, you know, use a Paragon skill, and maybe even the Blossom skill to make sure he gets good growths. But that's another thing I really wanted to point out. Tormod's really not that good of a unit. He's really not, because, as you can see, like, he's closer to capping his strength stat than he is his magic stat. And I believe his growths for strength are better than his growths for magic, which means, like, why in the hell would it even be that way? That's just stupid. Like, he's not even a physical attacking unit. I mean, yeah, you could use staff combat, but staff combat sucks to begin with, so... yeah, basically these guys suck. Maybe not Morum, but still. I mean, we have Nyla with us, and Nyla's a beast if there ever was one, so... yeah, we're technically fine without them, honestly. In all honesty. For this chapter, since I can't quite bring Edward, I think I am going to go ahead and bench Nyla. Make sure you take Raphael, though. Make sure you take Raphael. And I will explain why later. But for now, that does look like everyone. If you also brought a thief, you could bring them, because, as I mentioned earlier, there are treasure chests you can get. But thankfully, you can just break open the doors, so you don't have to worry about, you know, opening them. But there are definitely treasure chests, and you are probably going to want those items, so make sure you get them. Now we need to start this part of the phase. Let's put... yeah, I think Nephine's fine right here. I need another lance user, which... Brahm's technically the only lance user I have, because... yeah, no one else uses lances. Up here... yeah, I guess I could send Boyd and... no, or not Boyd. Oh yeah, well, I have Boyd and no one, I forgot about that. But I meant to say I'd send Edward and Nolan up here, and I'll also send Boyd, just for fun, I guess. Actually, let me switch these two. Shinon, I guess I can use Shinon to back up these guys along with Soren and everyone else. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to send Ike up here and kind of clear the way a little bit. Just to, you know, get some of these enemy units out of the way. That's usually my strategy whenever I do this chapter. And I leave everyone else behind to, you know, kind of clean up here. And there's, like, a lot of reinforcements in this chapter that come from here. And then just, like, here in the hallway. I don't know, like, where they come from, but there are loads of enemy reinforcements here. So you can actually get a lot of experience by, you know, just waiting around if you want to do it that way. I honestly don't mind doing it that way myself, because, you know, I love grinding experience sometimes. It's fun and stuff. But anyway, I think we're ready to start. Let's go ahead and save our game, and let's get started with this chapter. I guess I haven't technically shown you the boss yet, although you should know who it is. That's right, guys. Duke Oliver has returned. And his weird-looking mustache, too. Oh, Oliver, why did you have to come back? Oh well, let's go ahead and get started then. At least we get to take him out again. I guess that's the one good thing you could make of this, I suppose. Okay, so first of all, let's start getting rid of some of these guys. First, I'm going to put Nolan right here. It's amazing how much difference can be done with just, you know, different items. No, I didn't want you to put you there. Yeah, go ahead. Oh wait, dang it, I have to turn off the animations, don't I? Yes, I do. I have to do the animations really quick. We've seen a lot, though, I think. Like, we've seen a lot of the different abilities, so there might not be any animations on at all in this chapter. Let me figure it out. Oh yeah, I don't need to see these guys again for sure. Okay, Soren, we have seen Flare, but I don't think I've seen Flare from the actual, like, sages, so I'll leave his on. I'll take Voids off. I still need to see Deadeye. Take Nolan's off, and we've seen Astra, so... only 2 units, and it's just till we see Flare and Deadeye, and then we'll be good. Okay, let's put Void up here. I'll go ahead and give him the crossbow, though. Then we'll put Edward up here so he can take out this guy. I don't want to use the rest of that. Anything powerful I have? Nothing that could probably take him out unless I get Astra, so that kind of sucks. Guess we'll try it. Nope, not quite. Well, anything else I can do, maybe? I guess I could use Shinon, although this is probably not going to work very well. Yeah, it's honestly not. Silencer? I'll try it. Okay, cool. That works for me. Very low chance, but you know, it was kind of guaranteed to happen, I guess. Okay, now let's take out these guys. Probably gonna need a little help from my back lines before I do this. And let's see. Yeah, I'll go ahead and put... well, I don't know. I don't know what to do. It's a mystery, I guess. Wow, Braum, you can't kill him, can you? You can with a 79% chance, which I don't like. Oh, Titania, please get in there. Yep. I like those chances better than my other chances, that's for sure. And... oh wow, we have a lot of enemies coming up here, so... I think we better get prepared for them first. Ike, you can go ahead and rescue the trio. If I had to recommend one strategy here, is definitely be on the lookout for what you have to deal with, because there's all kinds of magic users, a lot of long-range stabs and spells, so just, you know, be careful as you're going through this. There's a lot you have to look out for. That's the only tip I'll give to you guys. Let's see where these guys are going. Okay, I should be fine if I huddle up in this little corner right here. I might go ahead and put you all the way down here, though, because I don't trust Vika to survive anything by herself. And I still need to get... yeah, I still need to get Braum moving. No, not trade. Oh, he hasn't moved yet, that's why. Diller. Guess I don't have to do anything with Raphael. It's not like it's required or anything. Okay, let's go ahead and just, you know, park yourself right here. Maybe hope for a Luna. That'd be nice. Nope, not gonna get a Luna. Oh well. I mentioned actually talking about a few things with you guys, but before I do, Hetzel is here to talk to Oliver. Okay, so it was actually quite implied in the last game that Oliver was killed, basically. Now, I mean, I'm saying that, but that might not be the complete truth. I never really looked into the whole, like, side story thing of Path of Radiance too much. That's kind of the vibe I got when I first played Path of Radiance. But no, apparently Oliver is still alive. The reason he was still alive is that the Senators kind of kept him along with them and hid him from the general public. And I guess they kind of played it off like he died, even though he didn't. So, yeah, Oliver's kind of been behind the scenes, working for the Senate, even though he probably doesn't even care that much. I don't know, that's just the way I see it. It's hard to say for sure. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk about all the stuff I wanted to talk about for this. First of all, this has actually changed from a few chapters ago. I have finally made a decision about my final team. I have candidates picked for my final team. So I'm not going to do any polls. I'm not going to do any of that stuff. I know I was kind of looking forward to it. But in the long run, like, a part of me didn't want to do that extra work. And if I did that, I'd have to, like, postpone a few updates. And right now my main focus is really to just get done with this project. That's what I want done more than anything else right now, to finish this project. This project has been going on for a very long time, as you guys know. And, you know, I mean, it's not like I'm saying I'm tired of it or anything like that. I mean, I am tired of it, but, like, it's more so I just want to be done with it. That's the main thing. I want to be done with this project. It's a great project. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Don't get me wrong at all. But, you know, if there's anything that will postpone the project, that's just not something I want to do. So, yeah, that's where I'm kind of coming from with that. I know that kind of came out of the blue because originally I wanted to do a poll. I was actually kind of looking forward to it. In fact, I actually made a few, like, poll images, I guess, where, like, you know, it'd be like a still picture video where I have the different groupings, and I'd say, okay, vote for this one over this one and this one, and, you know, so and so forth. So, yeah, I was really looking forward to it, but in the long run, like, I just figured out that, you know, it was a good decision, but not a decision I was really that crazy about. It took me kind of a while to realize that, though, so that is essentially what's happening with that. There's not going to be a poll anymore. I apologize if you were looking forward to one, but the times have changed, unfortunately, so yeah, there will be no more poll. As for other things to talk about, this is actually the first recording that I've done back at my college dorm room. That's right, this is the first recording I've done back here. And speaking of which, if you can hear my air conditioner in the background, I do apologize, but last time I tried to record in this room, I nearly killed myself due to the extreme heat of my room, so yeah, wasn't gonna try that again. But I know you guys will understand. You guys normally do, so I appreciate you guys for that, but yeah, that's basically what's going on. First recording. Oh shoot, I didn't think about that. Well, I didn't want to do this with Neffany, but I kind of need to now. Just to make sure she doesn't die. Or, well, not her, but, like, I didn't want them to come over here and harass Tormod's group, which, you know, they would die if that happened. So yeah, let's kind of get them out of dodge. I can kind of leave Marum on the sidelines because I can actually trust him to survive, but still, I'd rather be safe than sorry, I guess. I wish I could kill that guy in one shot, but no. My Titania is, like, very, very weak. I don't know why. I'm just not that impressed with her. Oh, I guess this is how she normally turns out, so it's not, like, a huge thing or anything. I guess I could do this. I could heal Braum. Oh, shoot. Well, yeah, I mean, I can still do this, but yeah, a lot different than I wanted it to be. Yeah, that's fine. Once again, would rather be safe than sorry. Although, jeez, why can you do so much damage? I don't get that. Or, why do you have so much defense? That's what's bugging me. 21 defense? Jeez. Gonna have to actually take an iron poleaxe to... That's not even gonna do that much. Jeez, I don't know what's with all the low damage and stuff. That's kind of annoying. Anywho, let's revigorate these guys. Have a feeling this might not work. Of course, I should have known. Part of me wants to use Soren, but I am kind of worried. Actually, no, I'll be fine. Never mind. Once again, being paranoid. As always. Well, there's Adept. I didn't want Adept, though. I wanted Flare. Although I don't know if Flare activates unless he actually has, like, lower than full HP. I don't know for sure, though. It's something like that. Okay, gonna want to be a little careful right here. She should be fine, as long as the sages aren't in her way, which they're not, so, okay, works for me. Yeah, this chapter's gonna be on the long side. I'm gonna go ahead and say that already. This is definitely gonna take a while. That's the way it always is, though, especially for me, since I try to, you know, go for all the enemies and defeat everyone. That's just the way I do things. Jeez, everyone is taking damage, and I have no idea why. Well, I mean, I know why, because obviously they're using the weapon triangle advantage right now, but, like, even right there, like, Titania shouldn't have taken that much damage, but she did. Right now, it seems like all of my, like, sword units, like, they're my best units. Like, I don't know, that's just the way it's seeming. Like, Ike, Edward, Makalov, like, I mean, obviously I said my Ike sucked a long time ago, but, like, I mean, he's not, like, terrible or anything. He's just, like, not as good as he should be. And, I think I'm actually going to use Nephany to take off some of these sages. Or take out, not off. Off, honestly, doesn't make very much sense in that statement. But yeah, like, see, like, Edward and Ike, they completely avoided all those attacks, yet, like, these guys took, like, major damage somehow. And, yeah, we have these guys on the way, too, so... I don't know why my units are being like this. It's weird, almost. I'll just keep going, though. I'm not gonna... Oh, there's Flare! There's Flare. I guess it's kind of like Sanaki's attack, but... whatever, there's Flare. I can now take his animations off. Oh, wow. Skill, speed, and resistance went up to 26 that turn. That was kind of cool.